I believe this plan is the work of God because the thought of it burst upon me on 15th September while I was doing the Triduum to Blessed Margaret Mary Alacoque, and on 18th September, the day this servant of God was beatified, Cardinal Barnabo finished reading my plan. I worked on it for nearly 60 continuous hours. In spite of all this, before seeking the Holy See's approval, I will have many copies printed so as to be able to present it to all the societies for Africa and to the most distinguished prelates in the world. I will listen to the advice and improvements suggested by them all, and we shall present the project thus perfected to the Holy See. I think this is wise, because the plan takes in almost the whole of Africa, inhabited almost entirely by the black African people. My beloved Superior, if I could only purchase your heart's consolation with my blood, I would do so. But the thought that I have caused grief to my beloved Superior, the idea that my dear father's heart is afflicted because of me, is the most tremendous punishment of all. I believe that the last 4 months of suffering and sorrow which I have been through since I knew that my Superior was saddened about me must be enough to compensate for any crime. Think carefully, dear Father, for it is impossible to work and do much without incurring someone's disapproval. Consider that the world is evil, and that even within the walls of the sanctuary there are evil men. Consider that those who have spoken ill of me to you are certainly not guided by Jesus Christ's spirit of charity. By distancing me from the paternal jurisdiction of the Institute, for their part these very people would like to throw me at once into the abyss. I am in the hands of God and of my dear Superior. From both I implore and hope for forgiveness and help. This new plan of mine for the association of the Sacred Hearts of Jesus and Mary for the conversion of Africa receives the approval of all. It may be that the Institute's assumption of responsibility for a mission in Africa, whose funds are provided by the Society for the Propagation of the Faith, is an excellent and prudent safeguard for the conservation and survival of the Institute itself. I have always belonged and I belong to the Matza Institute. As he himself will write to you, he never gave me any indication of my being cut off from the Institute. 2 sorrows afflict me deeply. One is the death of my dear Superior Father Nicola Matza, which happened on the 2nd of this month of August. The desolation that reigns in Verona is great, especially in my institutes, although everyone is inspired by the same spirit to do everything for the glory of God.